People are always moving, but in 2025, some American cities are seeing more people leave than arrive. While certain metros are booming with growth and opportunity, others are struggling to hold on to residents who are looking for something different. Whether it's rising living costs, increased crime, fewer job opportunities, or just a lifestyle that no longer feels sustainable, people are making the choice to pack up and go. The reasons behind these moves aren't always obvious, which makes understanding the trends even more important. In this video, we're looking at the 10 cities across the United States where people are leaving in large numbers this year. From overlooked economic shifts to deeper quality of life concerns, these cities are facing challenges that are pushing residents to seek a fresh start somewhere else. Let's count down the top 10 cities in the USA where people are leaving in 2025. Starting off at number 10 is Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Milwaukee has long been a proud industrial city, but in 2025, it's losing population as job growth slows and younger workers look elsewhere. Many residents are moving out of Milwaukee in search of better economic prospects, particularly in cities with stronger tech or remote work scenes. While parts of the downtown area have been revitalized, the surrounding neighborhoods haven't seen the same investment or momentum. Public transportation and infrastructure remain issues, and the harsh winters continue to push some residents to more temperate climates. Milwaukee is still affordable in many areas, but for those chasing opportunity, that's no longer enough to stay. At number 9, we have Chicago, Illinois. Chicago is still one of the largest and most iconic cities in the country, but in recent years, it's been steadily losing residents. In 2025, people are leaving Chicago due to rising property taxes, persistent concerns about public safety, and an overall cost of living that keeps inching higher. Many former Chicagoans are heading to neighboring states like Indiana or Wisconsin, or moving south to cities with more space and fewer financial burdens. While Chicago continues to offer world-class culture and architecture, those benefits aren't enough to outweigh the pressure many families and professionals are feeling. With crime making headlines and financial issues straining city resources, the outflow isn't slowing down. Coming in at number 8 is New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans is a city full of history and culture, but in 2025, it's facing mounting challenges that are causing people to leave. Infrastructure issues, concerns about flooding, and a lack of economic diversity are all contributing to the population decline in New Orleans. Residents are also frustrated by inconsistent public services and rising insurance costs, especially in neighborhoods vulnerable to extreme weather. Tourism remains strong, but many locals feel that short-term visitors are prioritized over long-term residents. For those seeking stability and growth, New Orleans is no longer delivering what they need. At number 7 is Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland has been trying to reinvent itself, but the pace of change hasn't been fast enough to keep residents from leaving. The city still struggles with population loss in many of its core neighborhoods, as people continue to relocate for better jobs and warmer climates. In 2025, Cleveland's economy remains uneven, and many young professionals are choosing to settle in other Midwest cities that offer more upward mobility. Although real estate is affordable, Cleveland's slow recovery from industrial decline is keeping some newcomers away. It's a city with potential, but for many longtime residents, patience has started to run out. At number 6 is St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis continues to see residents move out, driven by concerns around crime, aging infrastructure, and a school system that still faces major challenges. In 2025, many people leaving St. Louis say they feel stuck between neighborhoods that are improving and others that are being left behind. The city's regional economy is also losing ground to faster-growing metros like Nashville and Kansas City, both of which offer similar lifestyles with more opportunity. Affordable housing remains a plus, but the pace of progress has not been enough to slow the outflow. St. Louis still has proud roots, but more and more families are choosing to put down new ones somewhere else. Landing at number 5 is San Francisco, California. Once a magnet for young professionals and creatives, San Francisco is now seeing people leave at a faster pace than ever before. In 2025, sky-high housing prices, ongoing homelessness issues, and a complicated business climate are pushing residents out of San Francisco. The tech sector is still strong, but more companies are supporting remote work, which means people no longer need to live in one of the most expensive cities in the country. Even longtime residents are relocating to nearby states like Nevada and Arizona in search of more space and less stress. The beauty and charm of San Francisco are still intact, but for many, the trade-offs just aren't worth it anymore. Just like many other cities on this list, San Francisco isn't a bad place to live, but the cost of living there is causing droves of people to move out. At number 4, we have Portland, Oregon. Portland has faced a significant shift in public perception over the past few years, and in 2025, more residents are leaving than staying. Ongoing political tension, public safety concerns, and rising housing costs are driving people out of Portland. What used to feel like a haven for creativity and progressive culture now feels less stable, and many residents are choosing to start over somewhere with more predictability. The city still offers natural beauty and outdoor access, but many families and young professionals say it no longer feels like the right fit. Portland's vibe has changed, and the people leaving are reflecting that shift in real time. Breaking into the top 3 is New York City, New York. New York will always be iconic, but in 2025, the city is losing residents at a pace that has become impossible to ignore. Between the sky-high rent, the cost of daily life, and concerns around safety and congestion, many New Yorkers are looking for quieter, more affordable places to live. Remote work has allowed people to keep their jobs without having to stay in one of the most expensive cities in the world. Even as the city reopens and events return, the overall experience no longer feels sustainable for many families and young professionals. New York still offers endless opportunity, but more and more people are deciding they'd rather build their lives somewhere less exhausting. Coming in at number 2 is Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles remains a global city, but in 2025, it's losing people faster than almost anywhere else in the country. Traffic, cost of living, housing shortages, and a growing frustration with local policies are driving residents out of Los Angeles. Many are heading to cities like Phoenix, Las Vegas, or Dallas, places that offer more space, lower prices, and fewer daily frustrations. The entertainment industry continues to thrive, but you no longer have to live in LA to be part of it, and people are taking advantage of that freedom. The sunshine is still there, but for many, it's no longer enough to justify the cost of staying. And at number 1 on our list is San Jose, California. San Jose tops the list of cities people are leaving in 2025, despite being the heart of Silicon Valley and a center of innovation for decades. Housing prices in San Jose have reached levels that simply don't make sense for the average resident, and even high earners are starting to question whether it's worth it. The tech industry remains powerful, but more companies are moving operations elsewhere, and remote work has changed what's necessary for both employees and employers. Families are also leaving San Jose in search of better school systems and more affordable lifestyles in neighboring states. The cost of staying no longer aligns with the lifestyle it provides, and people are choosing to take their talents and their families somewhere more sustainable. So whether it's due to cost, quality of life, or a shifting economy, these 10 cities are seeing people leave in large numbers in 2025. And while that might change in the future, this year, the trend is clear. People are moving towards cities that offer more space, better value, and stronger long-term outlooks. Some of these cities may bounce back, while others could continue to decline if the root issues aren't addressed. But for now, these are the places people are saying goodbye to in search of something better. Do you live in any of these cities? Or maybe you left one of these cities in search of something new? Let me know in the comments below.